Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for today, December the 10th. That's right, 15 days, 14 days, 2 weeks until, I guess that would be Christmas Eve, right? Oh my god! Very exciting. Alright, so obviously today, the exact same stats and everything as last video. Well, not last video, but a couple videos ago. Obviously, link down below if you want to see how many hit points things have. It's the same amount still, so you don't have to really worry about it. If you want to check things out, please feel free to do so. I believe in that last video I did T-Med, but you know, if you go and you look, you'll see things. Obviously, in this this video I'm doing RMZ again. I don't know. I feel like the RMZ just works better for me. Having the extra troop in there kind of messes me up. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. So, anyways, stage 2, pretty easy. Use some of the GBE you're gonna get from taking out all of the storage units and blow things up. I only did one. That means that one mortar actually has like 6,500 plus hit points on it, which is pretty impressive. Like, that thing's pretty beefy. Be careful if you're a much lower level, because bad things could happen to you. Alright, moving on, we're gonna go to stage 3. Obviously, yes, I know everybody's gonna ask. I'm rolling RMZ because it's rifle weekend, man. Like, come on. Come on. Cheap refresh, I'm in. If it involves saving me diamonds, I'm all for it. Also, you know, it's fun, and it's checking something else out that's different, and I don't know, it makes my decision making really easy. So, stage 1, 2, 3, if you go right hand side, it like there's a flamethrower obviously in the way, but no matter where you land, you're gonna end up running into the silly guys, the guys with their things. So you can go through there with like one shock, save most of your GBE, and use that GBE to take out the rocket launcher. Because if that rocket launcher's gone, you're wide open once you get to the back here, like roughly where my troops are setting up shop there. As you can see, there's nothing really to blow them up. Yeah. So give it a shot, see how it works for you. Move on to stage 4 after getting your fat loot. I did end up using a little more GBE on this attack than I had hoped, because I was like, you know what? The rocket launcher gots to go. And then I was like, alright, so we're going to shock the shock, and we're going to take out some of the things with the shock, but I placed that shock so poorly. If I had shoved it a little over to the left, I could have gotten the extra machine gun and flamethrower, which would have made a big freaking difference. So I I bungled it, I'm not gonna lie, and then I ended up having to use the extra shock up here, which I guess I probably would have ended up having to do anyways, because I would have run out of time and whatnot, but whatever. And then I shifted over to the right again, because yeah, there's a boom cannon that'll still have range, and there is a mortar that's still gonna have range, but my medics can counter out the mortar. Hopefully your medics can as well, and then like the boom cannon will pick off a guy every once in a while. Well, I guess technically every 4 seconds if you want to be specific. But yeah, so go around that side, and then I tossed some shocks because I was like, well, I got the GPS. It led me right to the HQ. It was so great. Yeah, I have the GBE, so I figured, hey, why not? I'm going to throw down some damage, or throw down some shocks, prevent some damage from hitting my troops, so I don't have to refresh quite as many. As you can see, I still have to do 11 there. And I kind of keep rolling forward now. Because of the craziness yesterday, I was just like, you know what, 5 is probably a pretty good place. And also partially because I was like, holy what the heck? There's like so many rocket launchers, eh? So I decided, you know what, this is as good a level as any to just start landing everything. Just balls to the wall, drop it all. And, well, as you can see, that's kind of what I did. And it works out pretty good. I guess I took a few shots, a few losses. I actually got burnt by, I believe, oh, no. I think it's next level. Never mind. There is a mine incident. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because we shall never speak of this again. Yeah, it was one of those scenarios where I was just like, derpty derpty derpty. Oh. Derp. So, go right-hand side again. I cut right through everything. Obviously, there's some flamethrowers and stuff you might have to shot, but for the most part, pretty good. It's kind of weird rolling with the rifle Zookas because they're so squishy and they're so small, and like with critters, I'm used to critters basically being a bulletproof shield for my tanks because you know, like the boom cannons will switch over to the critters and it takes them for frickin' ever to get through all of the critters, whereas now I feel like when I drop the critters, my riflemen are still like in the same place, and it's kind of messy and nasty. So this is where things started going kind of bad. The pathing got really messed up on those medics. They strolled right into the path of everything. Everything was firing at it, and I was just like, oh, let me throw a smoke, a little too late. And then I started paying attention to the top, and look at all those mines, and poof. Oh wait, I said we'd never speak of that again. Yeah. So be mindful. Throw in a barrage or an artillery or 5 up there, like, hey, whatever it takes to clear out those crazy mines. And I even forgot to take out one of the rocket launchers. Just 6 was absolutely horrible. You don't want to do what I do. To do what I did and then take all the things I did wrong and do those right, and you are going to have a smooth attack. You're going to have no problems taking it out and winning one for the team, being Team U. Team U. It's kind of like emu. Anyways, even though we took some pretty serious losses, fortunately, the RMZ is hard to stop. So, moving on to stage 7. I don't know, maybe I will at some point try the Cryoneers again. I don't know. It's too much for me. I need to, I think, work my way up. You know, I got 2 different attack troops now, and I gotta go get used to that with my medics, and then maybe, you know, eventually I'll be able to graduate into the RZCM, and you know, be cool like all the RZCM people. I don't no one in particular. Anyways, actually, wait. Yes, someone in particular. Saul rolls RZCM all the time and does a fantastic job with it. The type of job that I certainly cannot do. So, stage 7, as you can see, smoking once again to get off of the beach relatively unmolested. I actually bungled the landing of my troops. I wanted to land those medics on the far, I guess, south end of the beach, because I wanted them to be safe from all the bad things that are trying to kill them. Unfortunately, because of my bungling, it didn't quite work out that way. I'm too used to, like, when I'm landing and smoking, having all warriors or all Zookas. I gotta get used to this, like, multiple different types of troops so that I select the right ones and I go in the right order and I do all the right things. But that is something that I am working on, and eventually we'll get there. And honestly, even with my bungling of said attack, as you can see, going pretty darn good. I feel like I did pretty good. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe people who do this regularly are like, oh snap, oh damn. But you know, that's all right. We'll worry about that another day. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully this has been entertaining, and most importantly, hopefully you guys have a fantastic day.